Hello, children. How's everybody doing? Oh, good view of my bookshelf back there, and then this devotional rack, and then a pile of my shirts back there that need to go back into my closet at some point. I'm slowly but surely getting this bedroom put together. I just have acquired so much stuff over the years that I don't have anywhere to put it. So, anyway, welcome. Hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. I am Brother Dwayne, and I'm going to bring to you an Evenings with Tozer devotional this evening. Right there. That's what it looks like. It's got an owl on it, representing the evening. And in case I've never said this on a video, it says it's compiled by Gerald B. Smith. Right there. That's who took these Tozer writings and put them together in a devotional book. This is the 21st of January. It's called Unsung but Singing, the Unappreciated Christian. I tell you what, so many believers and followers of Christ over the centuries have been completely and utterly unappreciated. I'm reminded of the Bible verse where Jesus told his followers that he said, "You are the salt of the earth." The children of God are the salt of the earth. We preserve life. We add flavor to it. If the church were not here on the earth, God would have no more reason to withhold his wrath of punishment on the unjust. So because the Christians are still here, the world should appreciate us more, but of course they won't. It takes a true Christian to fully appreciate a believer and follower of Christ. Yes, some lost people can understand that you're a Christian and you have good morals, character, standards, integrity, etc. They can appreciate it to a degree, but I don't think ever as much as a true believer can appreciate another believer. The 19th verse of Ephesians chapter 5 tells us, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. Let's turn to Ephesians chapter 5. I'm already there. We're going to go from verse 6 down to verse 21 really quickly. Let's read this. Shouts out to my teammates, to my parents, to all my Facebook family, and anybody watching from YouTube only and not on other social media platforms. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in. Walk as children of light, it says. Paul tells the church at Ephesus, let no one deceive you with empty words. For because of these things, the wrath of God is coming upon the sons of disobedience. See? There's that wrath I spoke of. It's going to come one day to the unbelievers. Therefore, do not be partakers with them. For you were, not are, you were formerly darkness. But now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is pleasing to the Lord. And do not have fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. Instead, expose them. And how many Christians are taking part of the unfruitful works of darkness? Many. For it is shameful even to speak of those things which are done by them in secret. But all things are exposed when they are revealed by the light, for everything that becomes visible is light. This makes me think of the Democrats right now who are very upset with Elon Musk because he's investigating the spending of the American government. It's all over the news. There's little rallies and meetings to try to stop Elon Musk. And the point I'm trying to make is that when you turn the light and shine the light on something, it exposes what's in the darkness. And a lot of what gets exposed tries to run out of the light like a bunch of cockroaches. Awake, you who sleep. Arise from the dead, and Christ will give you light. See then that you walk carefully, not as fools, but as wise men, making the most of the time because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. Do not be drunk with wine, for that is reckless living, but be filled with the Spirit. Speak to one another in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. Give thanks always for all things to God, the Father, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, being submissive to one another in the fear of God. Excellent passage that I've read so many times in so many devotionals over the years. Never gets old, does it? Again, this is titled Unsung but Singing, the Unappreciated Christian. Tozer says, to value the esteem of mankind and for Christ's sake to renounce it as a form of crucifixion suffered by true Christians since the days of the apostles. It cannot be denied that the way of the cross is unpopular, which it is, and that it brings a measure of reproach upon those who take it. The learned historians tell of councils and persecutions and religious wars, but in the midst of all the mummery were a few who saw the eternal city in full view and managed almost to walk on earth as if they had already gone to heaven. Those were the joyous ones who got little recognition from the world of institutionalized religion and might have gone altogether unnoticed except for their singing. Unsung but singing, this is the short and simple story of many today whose names are not known beyond the small circle of their own company. Their gifts are not many nor great, but their song is sweet and clear. John Milton lost his sight and mourned that loss in the third book of his Paradise Lost. But in spite of his affliction, he refused to be desolate. If he could not see, he could still think and he could still pray. Like the nightingale, he could still sing in the darkness, as the wakeful bird sings darkling, and in shadiest covert hid, tunes her nocturnal note. I guess these are names of songs. We are never sure where a true Christian may be found, and the busy world may actually not even know he is there, or she, of course, except that they hear him or her, I'm adding that, hear him or her singing. There are many Christians in heaven, and will be many more who will never be famous in this life. Most people will never know their names, and yet God has everything written down what they've done, and they shall be well known in heaven. I firmly believe that with everything that I am. Pretty neat, huh? God bless you guys. Hope you're enjoying your week, and I'll see you in the next Evenings with Tozer devotional.